How's it going? Tyler's Kawasaki Klx 150. He's had it for about 3.5 months from brand new and racked up over 4,000 kilometres on it now. I was just giving it a little check over and noticed that the actual chain on it is as slack as hell. Plus it's dry, which is mainly due to the fact we've had a lot of rain lately and the chain hasn't been oiled in a few weeks. But I thought to myself, that chain shouldn't be that slack. So I looked in the handbook and it says if you rotate the rear wheel and get the chain to its tightest point and measure the slack in it up and down like that, between the swing arm pivot and the rear sprocket, there should be between 20 and 40 millimetres of clearance of play in that chain, and there's more like flipping 70 or 80. And I thought to myself, that's getting to the point it could actually jump teeth on the sprockets, and at worst still, if the chain was to break and snag or lock up on that back sprocket, it could cause the back wheel to lock and cause a serious accident. So I figure, let's get this chain adjusted. I've never adjusted a chain on a motorbike before, so this is the first time for me. Lock nut either side on these swing arms, loosen that, 22mm nut. The object now is to turn these adjusting nuts clockwise, by the looks of things, evenly both sides. But the one very important thing to remember here, while you're adjusting this both sides, you see the little notch just there in the middle. It must line up with the same notch. That's to keep the wheel centralised. So when I line them two notches up dead level, we want to make sure it's the same the other side. So I'll bring this side into line as well, like so. And now when I check the chain slack, I would say we've probably got about 30 millimetres, so I'm going to adjust it just a slight bit more. Okay, I would say that's probably a good 20 millimetres, that'll do. And I have set the notches on both swinging arms to be exactly the same to keep the rear wheel aligned. Tighten our lock nuts. I really ought to get a new split pin for this. I will do that the next time I go into town. Got the old 4-in-1 oil. This is all I have at the moment, but next time I get into town I'm going to see if they do a more specific oil for the chain, and also whether they do it in a spray form. But for the moment, this is certainly better than no oil at all. Well, it's a gloomy old morning. It's been chucking it down with rain half the night. So Tyler, we're going to check out if the chicken shop's open. The problem is, it's very muddy. Will we make it to the end of the dirt track?
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, it's really shitty. The car struggles like hell to get up here because there's no traction on the tyres. They're just super slicks full of mud, and we're on 2 wheels now, so if we come off, I'm not going to be surprised. Although I will say it's actually not raining for a few hours now, so a lot of it's dried up, which is good. I've just got some sugar cane flicked in my face. Just up here, there, you've got some yuck.
Oh,
Look at that.
went through the worst bit.
Dirty.
Oh, fucking hell.
There's a coconut on the ground.
No traction, no traction.
No traction. Well, we made it about falling off. We've still got to get onto the road yet. This could be interesting. What say you, Tyler?
Professional driver Mr. Funky got this.
It's a bit of a blind. It's a bit of a blind corner coming up onto the road, especially when you've got no traction. All the mud coming off the tyres. The bus. Fancy going down to see if the chicken shop is open. It's not even 6 in the morning. It's madness, Tyler. Do they even cook chicken at 6 in the morning in the Philippines?
I'm hungry. Yay, they do.
You've got to be shitting me. They cook chicken at... Hang on, I'm going to have to find the time out.
10 past 6.
10 past 6 in the morning and they're cooking chicken. Holy crap. Unbelievable. Look at that, look at all them chicken drumsticks. Good morning. Manyan Buntag.
Welcome to the blood.
These are nice.
4 pieces, please.
Them lumpias are nice.
Yeah.
Get 2 of them, get some lumpias.
Do you want cash?
Yes.
I need more.
I've got cash.
Okay.
You might not see this back in England anymore. This is what's called hard cash. That's 100 pesos. And I want some lumpia.
Let's go.
Cool. Thank you. Right. Here we go. Now we've got the tricky bit again. Hang on a minute. Stop. You see this guy here? He's got a megaphone on top of his truck. He's selling fish. Okay, we can carry on. Oh, dirty. Dirty, very dirty.
You hear the squeaky, it's squeaking.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it needs some more oil on it. That's what it needs.
Okay.
I'm going to get some more oil and do that chain again. I'm going to get a bucket of oil and a paintbrush and paintbrush the oil onto the chain. You've got to get the oil into the rollers properly.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think I've done that.
Fuck.
This is the kind of mud, it's so sticky, treacle, and it sticks to the tyres.
All the more reason why I don't want to crash and land in this mud.
Yeah, it's not so much falling off the bike, it's actually landing in the mud. You'll need a flipping pressure washer to clean yourself off. So keep it stabilised.
Yeah, I'm trying.
We're nearly out of it. There's the chickens at the end. Oh, fantastic. We never fell off, Tyler.
Expert driving like that. You might have had, what do you say, 5,800 kilometres to
Look, 5,000.
5,000.
I know you've done over 4,000. Like it's 5,000.
It's nearly 6,000.
Right, I'm going to have my lumpia. They're like little chicken spring rolls. Really nice. Great. There's one thing for sure out here. You can rely on the power cuts. Have you ever seen so many men up one electricity pylon in one go? I kind of got to thinking, you know, of the motorcycles I've actually owned in the past. I guess you couldn't really call them motorcycles, but the first one was, wait for it, a 1982 Honda Melody. Yeah, I know. And the second was a Vespa 125 1984. Sounded crap, the actual standard exhaust. I swapped that out for a Ginelli expansion box. That had a real sweet note to it. I took that scooter to a red car scooter run. Fantastic time back in them days. And after that, I went on to cars. A 1974 Morris Marina, 1976 Ford Cortina, and so on. I never really got back into bikes at all until I got here in the Philippines. And although most of the time I'm being driven around in a car, because Tyler's got a bike, I do actually get on the back and go for rides with him from time to time. And you get that absolute sense of freedom. It all comes flooding back to you. When the wind is blowing on you, the sun is on you, all the elements are around you. It feels so good to be on a bike. Although I've mainly been a pillion passenger rather than actually riding the bike, it's bloody lovely. It's I feel the need to actually get on a bike a bit more and go places. But anyway, yeah, it's just as if in this country it almost feels like every other person owns a motorcycle. I know they don't, but there's that many bikes out here, and a lot of them have been contracted with sidecars to carry anything from supplies to livestock. It's quite incredible. It absolutely is a world away from England, and I love it. I can't get enough of it. Every time I go out onto the road, there is something to witness. There is sights that just make you look. You know what I mean? If you've seen my previous videos, I've actually seen 7 people up on one motorcycle, including the toddlers. Crazy as it may seem, that's just the way it is out here. And I think for a lot of the part of it, this country, especially where I am here in Mindanao, it's not really set up for cars. The main highways are actually pretty damn good, and they're being upgraded all the time, so they're nice. But as soon as you get off the highways, the roads exactly are, in a lot of cases, absolutely terrible. Not really suited to cars. Motorbikes, definitely a better option. And even if I was to go into the main town of Maramag here, the main supermarket in the town has about 10 car parking spaces. I guess most people do their shopping on a bike, or they use the tuk-tuks or the tricycles, which are basically motorcycles with a sidecar and a little tin roof on them. Thousands of them all over the place. Quite incredible. It's just a fantastic feeling to be here sometimes, just witnessing what's going around you. Anyway, that's my little chat for today. I'm just rekindling my thoughts of when I used to ride a bike, and I feel I really do need to nick Tyler's bike and have a little ride around on it a bit more. Anyway, I guess I better end the video. So, till the next time, see ya.